that for court when evidence is transferred from one device to another device.
Right, okay.
And using that link, it just gets a bit funny.
Does it? Right, okay.
It might be easier, if you can, just download it. I'm trying to think.
Maybe download to...
We'll try the evidence.com link.
Evidence.com, right, okay. Yeah, I don't know, because I was using that 𝗙𝗚𝗏 recently as well.
Yeah.
An officer asked for some footage on that.
Right, maybe on the phone it should work, because it will automatically save it.
Right, okay.
I've had it in the past where some devices save it, because it'll be like a 4K.
So it's the format of the file that's the issue?
I think it's the format.
Right, okay.
It's sure it's MP4 footage, but I think the phones will automatically save it as an MP4.
Right, okay.
So yeah. Is there anything else?
No.
Obviously, I'll give you an email with the prime reference number, and moving forward, that's where it'll be. Because I think you would have been given a CAT number when you called.
I was, yeah. Yeah, I've got that.
We're doing a statement.
I'll be honest with you. Writing a statement now in my hands.
It's quite cold,
impossible.
Yeah,
we'll do the statement's not. It's not like a necessity right now to grab a statement.
Yeah.
It can be done whenever you want.
I've done it remotely via email before, and I can do it that way, and that's probably going to be better because I'm sort of very busy.
We don't do it via email.
I've done it via email before.
If I called, I wouldn't write it down.
Was it not? No. I had to sign it. I had to print it, sign it, scan it, send it across. Yeah.
When we do the statement, if we did it, do it over the phone.
Do it over the phone. Right, okay.
Not like we send it and you're in.
Oh, I hate you're getting someone in trouble, you know. Just say.
Shouldn't be done like that.
Yeah, sure. Right, okay.
We do it over the phone and then we send it to you.
Yeah.
Sign it.
Was it done? I can't remember.
Send it back.
Do you have facilities to print and scan?
Yeah.
One thing I want to add is since being inside, a lot of people have come to me being concerned about your behaviour. Okay?
My behaviour?
Just because you're masked up.
I am.
And you got to understand, some people see that as a threat.
Really? So let me just say something before you find yourself in a spot of bother, is that I actually wear a mask on health grounds and I have an underlying health condition.
I'm just explaining because that's what I had to explain to them, okay?
Right, okay.
And I'm really talking to you because from an outsider point of view,
Yeah.
I deal with a lot of variety of people. So
Yeah.
for me, I don't see you as a threat, but for someone that is badly dark, because your face is covered, wearing a hat and they can't see your face, and you're going up to people with a camera, some people
I didn't go up to anyone.
Okay, I'm not having an argument, I'm just saying that some people have found that intimidating.
Could I
Come forward to me.
Right.
I'm not having an argument, I'm just
Sounds
saying
like victim blaming to me.
I'm not victim blaming, I'm just saying that like
Sounds a bit like victim blaming. Yeah, because like I've alleged a crime, I've been assaulted.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Things are coming up saying, "No, you're doing this and that." Like it's irrelevant.
The crime's being dealt with.
Yeah.
Cops is dealing with that. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that some people have asked me questions because I've had to have multiple conversations in long depth and try to explain it on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not having a go at you because one of them made a comment about stop searching. I said I didn't stop search you, and I explained the stop search powers to them. Okay.
Yeah.
It's about learning and engaging with both of you and both of them, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just explaining that some people do that, find that intimidating. It's like someone turned up to my house, like the way that you are, I'd be scared.
But this isn't anyone's house.
No, I know, but I'm just saying for example, okay? Because just because...
But I'm not at someone's house, I'm at... yeah, but I'm at a national significant building doing a bit of filming in and around it. I understand that, and like, if people want to come up and have a civil conversation, I'm more than capable of having a civil conversation, but that's not happened. I've not approached anyone. Your colleague sort of suggested earlier that I would put my camera in people's faces. That didn't happen either.
So similar to the conversation we had earlier, where exactly how I explained it to you earlier, that's all my colleagues saying. Just my colleague wasn't here earlier when we had that conversation.
But I can't be in control of someone else's feelings. You know, if someone's getting a bit butt hurt because I'm wearing a mask, and like I don't get that. Like
suggesting how some of your behaviour could be perceived in a way that it's being explained to
everyone
us.
perceives things differently, don't they?
I understand that,
see you as a threat because I've dealt with you before.
I don't think you have.
I've met you before.
Where?
Huh?
I've not met you before.
Probably a long time ago.
But
it doesn't matter, does it? But I'm just saying, some people have seen you as a threat, and I just want you to understand some behaviour. Some people's some come across rude, can't they? Or that, and I'm just explaining to you in a nice manner that that's some issues that have been brought to light, and that's not going with your victim case is separate. I'm just talking to you about what other people have said, okay? Because it's alerted them, and some of them actually feel quite scared.
They feel quite scared. Again, all I am doing
I think
is...
you've got to understand as well, is because they don't know who you are. They're like, how do you know? They don't know who you are. And unfortunately, we are in an area in Westminster, and with everything that's going on, people are quite alert with what's going on. That's all.
I'm sorry, but I think you're talking nonsense. And I think we're going to have to respectfully disagree on this, yeah.
I'm not here to have an argument. I'm just saying it from both points of view. I'm telling you what they've raised some concerns. I'm talking to you about it. I'm engaged, I'm satisfied, I've said to them that I'm happy.
But you're not here to police people's emotions.
Pardon?
You're not here to police people's emotions. If people get scared because somebody stood outside doing a little bit of filming exercise and with their legal rights, then I could get scared by that lady walking down the street down there.
So we're just trying to explain why people may perceive your actions in a certain way. That's all my point.
Okay, I perceive that gentleman pushing that suitcase walking down the street in a threatening manner. Are you going to go and have that conversation with him? You understand where I'm going with that?
I understand where you're going.
You know,
but
it's ridiculous.
That's obviously not the point we're trying to get at.
But I'm taking it to that point because that's essentially what's happening, is that some people are getting a bit butthurt because I'm stood outside, so I'm doing a little bit of filming with a face mask on.
There's no need to get angry.
I'm not getting angry. I'm not getting angry at all.
Talking in a civilised conversation.
I'm not getting angry at all.
It's like if you was in an area and let's say you entered I don't know, a certain area, no one had a mask, you had a mask on.
Yeah.
There's going to be one person at least threatened by that, isn't there?
Okay, that's called discrimination, you know that?
Why? Because you got a mask on?
Yes, because I've got an underlying health condition. I have a disability. It's a protected characteristic. So you're condoning discrimination, is what you're saying.
I'm not having an argument. I'm just saying that someone.
I'm not having an argument. I'm just saying, like, so okay. So if someone says, "Oh well, that lady over there is wearing a burqa," I feel scared because I can't see her face. Does that mean it's okay to turn around and say, "Well, listen, by the way, that you got your face covered. It's a protected characteristic." Is what I'm saying. It's still discrimination.
I think it's just a combination of the mask, the sunglasses, the hat, the camera.
Yeah, it's just a general.
Okay.
It's just
Okay. So if I wear a burqa then, and I say that it's on religious reasons that I've got my face covered, is that okay?
What you want?
Yeah. Right. Okay. So why isn't it okay? Because I'm wearing it for a health reason.
They don't know that.
They don't know that.
But I'm telling you guys that.
Yeah.
But you are choosing to come out and tell me about their emotions instead of the fact that you are treating me differently based on.
Sir, I've not treated
Based on my health conditions. Of course you are.
I honestly haven't. I've spoken to you like I've spoken to them. They weren't happy with some of the answers that
What did you say to them about the face mask?
Huh?
What did you say to them then? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah,
like when they asked.
I don't know why you're wearing a face mask.
Right.
Which is true, because at the time I didn't know.
Okay.
So that was my response. Okay? And they were talking about stuff, and I was having a civilised conversation. That's all. And that's what I'm doing to you, okay? Because they don't know you, you don't know them. And everyone have different opinions. I've just spoken to you to try and get you understand that some people have felt threatened. That's it.
Threatened because I had a face mask on and I'm holding a camera.
It is quite intimidating someone having a camera
Is it?
and recording them.
I find that very offensive.
Sir, I'm not here to have an argument. I'm just saying.
I'm not having an argument, I'm just saying it's very offensive.
You're getting offensive, that's fine. But as a police officer.
No, you're getting offensive, I'm getting offended.
Pardon?
You said you're getting offensive. I says, no, you're getting offensive, I'm being offended. That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day,
I thought the Met was an inclusive sort of. But it doesn't appear to be.
I speak to you like I've spoken to them. I'm engaged with you, I answered all your questions. I'm not saying you're to blame, I'm not saying they're to blame. I remain impartial, I'm seeing it from both sides, okay? I've spoken to them nicely, dealt with the questions that they've asked me, spoken to you, answered your questions. I can just advise so that everyone can get along. That's what I want at the end of the day, for my job to be easy. For everyone to get along, everyone to see eye to eye. That's it, okay?
Okay.
Where
we at?
Sorry.
Oh,
It's a
sorry.
story.
That's fine. So the 100% CCTV. CCTV is clear. It shows exactly what you're alleging.
Okay.
Next steps are: are you still adamant that you would like to take this as far as you can?
Yes.
Or would you like to go down the route of the community resolution?
No, I would like to take it as far as I can.
Outstanding
Okay, that's fine. What my colleague is going to do now, he's going to obtain the gentleman's details.
Yep.
Okay. At a later date, we're going to invite him in for the voluntary interview. It's called a Part2 interview. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you when that can take place. It will just take place. And then a decision will be made by one of my sergeants, whether that's going to be charged, cautioned, something like that.
I understand.
It'll be whatever he has at his disposal at the time. It takes into account the suspect's previous public interest, things like that.
Yeah.
And obviously your opinion on it as well.